Shifting focus now to Uttar Pradesh, the Prime Minister there in his home constituency of Varanasi, he's inaugurated several developmental projects. He was at a ceremony, a rally to commemorate Sant Ravidas as well that happened just a short while ago. This is a roadshow that he is undertaking in Varanasi, his home constituency. He is going to be inaugurating the Banas dairy plant in just a short while from now. Over 10,000 crores worth developmental projects is what the Prime Minister is going to be inaugurating or dedicating to this nation through this day. Aman, my colleague, now joining us, getting us more details. Aman, it was a jam-packed day for the Prime Minister in his home constituency. What next are we seeing for the Prime Minister?
Well, the PM is now heading to his public meeting of the day. This will be the big public meeting for Varanasi today. This comes after he has inaugurated the Banas dairy plant, which will be a big, milk processing plant, a boon for entire Purvanchal. Now we will see PM inaugurating and laying the foundation stone of various projects totaling nearly rupees 13,000 crore. This includes multiple road projects, also the foundation stone of the construction of the Varanasi-Kolkata Expressway, package 1 of the expressway. We'll also seeing PM inaugurating an LPG bottling plant by HPCL. There are other major projects like urban waste to charcoal plant by NTPC, other sewage pumping stations, multiple projects regarding smart city Varanasi. PM will also be inaugurating a special project which is close to the PM's heart. Is the spiritual tourism project in which, the redevelopment of public facilities at 5 padavs of the Panchkoshi Parikrama Marg and the Pavan Path. This will be also be inaugurated by the Prime Minister. So all these projects, also the foundation stone of the NIFT in Varanasi. This will be the new Institute of Fashion Technology, which is also being inaugurated by the Prime Minister. So all these projects, constantly, as the PM said in his earlier address today, that for the last 10 years, there's been a Vikas ka Damru baj raha hai Varanasi mein, the term the PM used. The PM showcasing his development record as the MP of Varanasi for the last 10 years, saying that he has brought development and virtually done a Kaya Kalpa of Varanasi, of Kashi, and people around Varanasi can feel that difference. The Prime Minister said.
It was a two-day visit of the Prime Minister, Aman. He reached Varanasi late evening yesterday. Before he got in with the day today and, of course, the public engagements today, he did some sort of inspections yesterday as well.
Yeah, last night, in fact, when he was going from the airport to the guest house, he stopped on the way on a new road which has been built in Varanasi, which is helping the commuters of the southern part of the city. He almost took a kilometer-long walk along with the Chief Minister, spent about 15 minutes there. So the Prime Minister believing, earlier also we have seen him making surprise visits to the Varanasi, to the Kashi Vishwanath corridor. So the Prime Minister was in Varanasi, less Minister, more like an M, various development facilities, seeing what the people of Kashi feel about the development which has come here, also doesn't shy away for even taking the feedback of the locals on what more can be done. So that is the Prime Minister's touch in Varanasi, a constituency. He's been winning by record margins in the last 2 terms and is set to contest again from here in the upcoming Lok Sabha elections.
That's, of course, the buzz, but we are seeing a mix of Astha and Vikas, both for the Prime Minister, isn't it, Aman? We saw him doing darshan, performing puja earlier in the day. Now he is en route where he lays the foundation stone or dedicates several of these developmental works for the nation and, of course, for his home constituency.
Well, absolutely. And the Prime Minister's Varanasi trips have always been a careful mix of, multiple messages. So we saw him at the Sant Ravidas Janamsthan Mandir earlier today, a temple which is, very close to his heart. He has been to the temple now 3 times. After today's visit, he went there in 2016, 2019, and again today. This is a place where, thousands of pilgrims come from all over northern India. And the PM giving a very clear message there that, caste discrimination is not the way ahead. He said people should be wary of those who try to divide the population by caste. In a way, a dig at also his opposition, the opposition parties which have been speaking about caste census and the OBC issue. The Prime Minister also, earlier in the day, at the Sant Ravidas Mandir, inaugurating a big statue of Sant Ravidas. And this is the multiple messages, development and Astha, always a mix. When the Prime Minister comes to Varanasi, both kind of messages are sent, and developmental projects in Varanasi, as per a rough estimate, in the last 10 years, close to 40,000 crore rupees of development projects have been pumped into Varanasi, while Narendra Modi has been the MP and the Prime Minister. So in a way, Kashi reaping the benefits in a way of being the Prime Minister's constituency. The major projects, of course, being the Kashi Vishwanath corridor, which has been built at a cost of nearly rupees 900 crores, and nearly 3 crore pilgrims have visited the Kashi Vishwanath temple in the 2 years. Homi Baba Cancer Hospital, which has been a savior for many in Varanasi. This project was also inaugurated by the Prime Minister. The ring roads around Varanasi, the network of ring roads which have been set up around Varanasi to ease the traffic congestion inside the city. All these projects, the Prime Minister has brought them to Varanasi, and is showcasing even more projects being inaugurated today before, he faces another Lok Sabha election from Varanasi.
Absolutely, and it also comes at a time, Aman, when the Prime Minister is speaking of the developmental works. He's talking about the beautification and the vikas that this temple town has seen. It comes at a time when we've had Yogi Adityanath, just in the recent past, the Chief Minister of the state, talk about how after Ayodhya, Kashi Mathura are next on the minds.
Well, absolutely. Yes, if you saw Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath's speech in the State Assembly, when he said that, the way Ayodhya has been developed, how could Nandi Baba, stay silent? He said Nandi Baba ne raat ko Gyan Vapi ke barricade khulwa diye, and he said how will Lord Krishna be silent now, when he made a reference to Mathura. So the Chief Minister has been very clear that Kashi, Mathura, and Ayodhya are the three places which the Hindus want. They have been demanding this for very long, because these are not any normal religious places. These are places where gods took incarnation, and that is why these are the only three places the Chief Minister said that the Hindu community wants, but they had to beg for these places for many, many years. And the Prime Minister, I think, showed the way by the redevelopment of the entire Varanasi corridor, Kashi Vishwanath corridor, which has seen the Kashi Vishwanath temple return to its old glory. And since then, we've also seen the Gyan Vapi dispute, raising in Varanasi, the ASI report and the permission being given for prayers to be held in the Vyas cellar of the Gyan Vapi mosque. So things have been, talked about here, and how the BJP government has Kashi, Mathura and Ayodhya on the top of its agenda. And we will see more action on this maybe in the days coming ahead.
Absolutely. We are going to be seeing more action. We are going to be seeing more words coming in as well, as far as the Kashi Mathura dispute is concerned.